named reactions. We'll discuss important named reactions. Listen. Yes, ma'am. So, what are the important named reactions from first chapter, alkyl halides and aryl halides chapter? If you are observed that, the first one is Groves process. Groves process. So, in this Groves process, what are the reactants? The reactants are alcohols. Okay, alcohols general formula is ROH. If R is different types of alkyl groups. Yes, ma'am. These alcohols reacts with concentrated hydrochloric acid in the presence of ZnCl2, zinc chloride, and to produce RCl and water. RCl and water will produce. Now, in this reaction, this concentrated HCl, hydrochloric acid, and ZnCl2 mixture is known as Lucas reagent. Lucas reagent. And this reagent will helps to identification of primary, secondary, and tertiary alcohols. In this reaction, this R is different alkyl groups, reactivity order of alcohols. Reactivity order of alcohols is tertiary alcohols are more reactive than secondary alcohols and then primary alcohols. Okay, students, this is the reactivity order of alcohols. Now, R is different alkyl groups. For example, R plus you are taking CH3OH. Okay, methanol. This reacts with the HCl, concentrated hydrochloric acid, in the presence of ZnCl2 catalyst. This concentrated HCl and ZnCl2 mixture is known as a Lucas reagent. This Lucas reagent is useful to identification of primary, secondary, and tertiary alcohols. How can this reagent is identifying primary, secondary, and tertiary alcohols, dear students? How it is identifying? Because the tertiary alcohols react very fast and turbidity forms within the 5 minutes. Within the fraction of seconds, this tertiary alcohols forms the turbidity, and secondary alcohols takes 5 minutes time, and primary alcohols are very less reactive. Okay, so now this methyl alcohol react with HCl and produce CH3Cl and water. This is R is CH3 means it is the primary alcohol. Methyl alcohol is a primary alcohol and reaction is very slow. Now you have to take secondary alcohol. This secondary alcohol means the OH group is at secondary carbon. Then it is called a secondary alcohol, gives a secondary alkyl chloride will forms. Now it is secondary alkyl chloride. This reaction is fast. As well as tertiary alcohol, if you are taking, what is the meaning of tertiary alcohol, dear students? The OH group is present at tertiary carbon is called as a tertiary alcohols. The tertiary alcohols are fastly reacted. Among this 1, 2, and 3 reactions, the rate of reaction is more for third reaction. The third reaction reacts very fast and produce tertiary butyl chloride will forms. CH3. Okay, students. Then this is a tertiary alkyl chloride. Then its name is tertiary butyl chloride. Among this 1, 2, 3, the rate of these reactions, 3 is faster than second and then first. That's why this HCl and ZnCl2 mixture is known as Lucas reagent. It is useful for the identification of primary, secondary and tertiary alcohols. Okay, students. Let's see the second named reaction. The second named reaction is Dargen's process. Dargen's process. So in this Dargen's process also is useful to preparation of alkyl chlorides. So alcohols reacts with SOCl2. SOCl2. This SOCl2 bonding connectivity is S double bond O, bond Cl and bond Cl. This name is thionyl chloride. This name is thionyl chloride. This alcohols reacts with thionyl chloride SOCl2 in the presence of pyridine solvent. In the presence of pyridine, Py means pyridine solvent, and produce RCl alkyl chloride and HCl gas, hydrochloric acid gas, and sulfur dioxide gas. Byproducts will form. And this reaction is the best reaction for the preparation of alkyl chlorides. Why means because the byproducts are in gaseous state. These are the byproducts. These byproducts are in gaseous state, and they are escaping from the reaction mixture and will get a pure alkyl chloride only. So in this Dargen's process, we'll get pure alkyl chlorides, and it is the best method for the preparation of alkyl chlorides. Why this method is the best means because of the byproducts are in gaseous state. They can remove from the reaction mixture very easily. Okay, this is known as a Dargen's process. Let's see next third reaction is Hunsdiker reaction. Is very important. Hunsdiker reaction. So in this Hunsdiker reaction, what kind of products we are preparing? In this method, silver salts of carboxylic acids or COOAG, silver salts of carboxylic acid is the reactant. This silver salts of carboxylic acid you want to prepare means how to prepare this silver salts of carboxylic acid. You have to take carboxylic acid, this carboxylic acids treated with silver nitrate AgNO3, Ag plus and NO3 minus, this O minus and H plus, and loss of HNO3, and produce silver salts of carboxylic acid. Silver salts of carboxylic acids. Silver salts of carboxylic acids. This silver salts of carboxylic acids treated with bromine in the presence of carbon tetrachloride solvent. So this reaction is taking place in free radical mechanism, and this silver salts of carboxylic acid will be decomposed, and this bromine will be decomposed to give Br bond Br. This bond will be breakage RBr, alkyl bromide plus carbon dioxide and silver bromide AgBrs are the products. Okay students, this is the alkyl bromides are the products. In Hunsdiker reaction, silver salts of carboxylic acids converted into alkyl bromide. Alkyl bromides. Alkyl bromide is the product. Okay students, now here the main important thing is this alkyl group. Different types of alkyl groups are present, then the alkyl groups reactivity order, and this CO2 group is eliminating. That's why this reaction is example for decarboxylation reaction. It is example for decarboxylation reaction. Decarboxylation reaction. It is example for decarboxylation reaction. Why it is decarboxylation reaction, dear student? The CO2 is eliminating, carbon dioxide is eliminating from silver salts of carboxylic acid. That's why it is also belongs to decarboxylation reaction. Already decarboxylation reactions we are discussed in first year. In first year, sodium salts of carboxylic acids or COO-Na, sodium salts of carboxylic acids treated with soda lime, NaOH plus calcium oxide mixture. Sorry, sodium salts of carboxylic acids reaction with calcium oxide, CaO and NaOH mixture. Okay, and it is the decarboxylating agent and loss of CO2 group and produce RH plus Na2CO3. Na2CO3 will forms. Sorry, dear students, here means reaction silver sodium salts of carboxylic acids reacts with sodium hydroxide and calcium oxide. This calcium oxide is a catalyst, and this mixture NaOH plus CaO calcium oxide mixture is known as soda lime. Okay, students, this mixture is known as a soda lime, and it is a good decarboxylating agent, and the CO2 group will be combined with sodium metal and forms sodium carbonate and forms alkanes. Alkanes are the product. In this R place, you have to take benzene ring. You have to take benzene ring, sodium salts of benzoic acid, and treated with NaOH and calcium oxide and produce benzene. So we can prepare benzene, and we can prepare hydrocarbons like alkanes, and alkyl substituted benzene also we can prepare. For example, yes, you have to take benzene ring and CH2 COO-Na. This is on decarboxylation reaction. NaOH plus CaO. What is the product? The product is this group will be eliminated to produce methyl benzene. Methyl benzene is called toluene. Means we can prepare hydrocarbons, either aromatic hydrocarbons and aliphatic hydrocarbons also prepared. This is known as decarboxylation reaction. Like the way Hunsaker reaction, in Hunsaker reaction, silver salts of carboxylic acids reacts with bromine in the presence of carbon tetrachloride and produce alkyl bromides. It is also example for decarboxylation reaction. It is example for a decarboxylation reaction. Okay, students. Next, one more important application for Hunsaker reaction. For example, benzene ring you have to take. Okay, students, this benzene ring having COOAg, silver salts of benzoic acid is treated with bromine Br2 in the presence of carbon tetrachloride. And what is the product, dear students? The product is bromobenzene. Will get the product is bromobenzene Br2 and CO2 plus AgBr, silver bromide will get. Like another important application, like you have to take in the alkyl group place cyclopropyl group you have to take, and COOAg. See, these are the applications like bromine. Then we'll get the product is 1-bromocyclopropane. 1-bromocyclopropane is the product. CO2 and AgBr. Okay, students, this is a Hunsaker reaction. Okay, in the Hunsaker reaction, the reactants are silver salts of carboxylic acids treated with bromine in the presence of carbon tetrachloride solvent and produce corresponding alkyl bromides. So this alkyl group reactivity, alkyl group RCOOAg, silver salts of carboxylic acids, their R group reactivity, reactivity of alkyl group, alkyl groups, different alkyl groups are present. Then primary alkyl group is more reactive than secondary alkyl groups, and then tertiary alkyl groups in this decarboxylation reaction. Tertiary alkyl group is more reactive. Okay. Yes, students, listen carefully. Next, another important named reaction is Simonini reaction. The next one is fourth one is Simonini reaction. Simonini reaction. So in this Simonini reaction also, one important reactant is silver salts of carboxylic acid only, RCOOAG. The silver salts of carboxylic acid. The silver salts of carboxylic acid, you have to treat it with iodine in the presence of instead of bromine. You have Puja K. Why are drawing mental? So is on heating. Silver salts of carboxylic acids treated with iodine is on heating. Then 2 moles of silver salts of carboxylic acid will react and forms esters are the products. Esters. So that ester is R C double bond O bond OR plus 2 moles of silver iodide AgI. 2 moles of silver iodide will form. So the products are esters. For example, this R place you have to take any CH3 group and CH3 C double bond OAG. Okay, so 2 moles we are taking. Then reacts with iodine and produce CH3 C double bond O and another one group will comes out and to produce carbon dioxide will eliminate. And this reacts to produce CH3 C double bond O CH3. Okay, methyl ethanoate. It is the ester. Its IUPAC name is methyl ethanoate. Methyl ethanoate. And the byproducts are silver iodide, AgI, and CO2 group will come. Okay, students, this reaction is known as a Simonini reaction. In Simonini reaction, the main reactants are silver salts of carboxylic acids reacts with iodine. If iodine are used, then we are getting the products are esters. If bromine are used, then the products are alkyl bromides. Okay. Let's see. Next important named reaction is halogen exchange reactions. That is Finkelstein reaction. Finkelstein reaction. Okay, what is Finkelstein reaction, dear students? Listen carefully. Finkelstein reaction. The Finkelstein reaction means alkyl chlorides or alkyl bromides. Alkyl chlorides or alkyl bromides reacts with sodium iodide. Reaction with sodium iodide. NaI reaction with sodium iodide. Here the nucleophile is I minus. The nucleophile is I minus, and this is in the presence of acetone solvent. Acetone is the solvent. Okay, and this reaction mechanism is taking place through SN2 mechanism. SN2 mechanism means this is either primary or secondary alkyl halides only. Means this alkyl group is primary or secondary alkyl halides and produce corresponding alkyl iodides. Or here also alkyl iodides will produce, and byproduct is NaCl or NaBr, sodium chloride or sodium bromide. This means one halogen is converted into another halogen. Means alkyl chlorides or alkyl bromides are converted into alkyl iodides. Means alkyl chlorides or alkyl bromides reacts with sodium iodide. Reaction with sodium iodide in the presence of acetone solvent. In the presence of acetone solvent to produce alkyl iodide. Produce alkyl iodide. Alkyl iodide is the products. Okay, students, this R place you have to take CH3 or any alkyl group, CH3Cl or CH3 bond CH2 bond Cl, ethyl chloride. So they reacts with sodium iodide, reaction with sodium iodide. Then we'll get corresponding alkyl iodide, CH3I, methyl iodide will get. Or 1-chloroethane or ethyl chloride reacts with sodium iodide and produce ethyl iodide, CH3 bond CH2 bond ethyl iodide will forms. So this reaction is known as a Fink-Liston reaction. And next, in the same way, alkyl fluorides also we can prepare. That reaction is known as Schwarz reaction. Schwarz reaction. Schwarz reaction. What is Schwarz reaction, dear students? Schwarz reaction, there also reactants are same. Alkyl chlorides means where X is equals to chlorine or bromine. Alkyl chlorides, chlorine or bromine. This alkyl chlorides reacts with metal fluorides. Metal fluorides means AgF, okay, or SbF3 antimony fluoride, like heavy metal fluorides, HgF2, like metal fluorides. Metal fluorides. Okay, students. Alkyl halides reacts with metal fluorides on heating. Then we'll get RF. Alkyl chlorides or alkyl bromides reacts with metal fluorides to gives alkyl fluorides. Alkyl fluorides. Okay, and the byproduct is metal halides, and metal chloride or bromide will get AgX. So this kind of reactions are halogen exchange reactions. So alkyl chlorides from alkyl chlorides and alkyl bromides. Alkyl chlorides or alkyl bromides reacts with sodium iodide in the presence of acetone solvent, then we are getting alkyl iodide. If reacts with metal fluorides, then we are getting metal alkyl fluorides. Okay, so these are the halogen exchange reactions. Halogen exchange reactions. Okay, students, let's see next important named reaction. These reactions are useful for board examination as well as JEE examination. Also they are asking applications of those all reactions. Okay, next very important reaction is Wurtz reaction. Wurtz reaction. Okay, students, what is Wurtz reaction? Listen carefully. That Wurtz reaction, alkyl halides. Alkyl halides means symmetrical alkyl halides you have to take in the presence of sodium metal. This alkyl halides, symmetrical alkyl halides in the presence of sodium metal, and dry ether is the solvent. Then loss of sodium halides to produce R bond R means alkanes. So in Wurtz reaction, new carbon-carbon bond is forming. In Wurtz reaction, new carbon-carbon bond is forming. You have to remember carefully. In Wurtz reaction, new carbon-carbon bond is formed. Okay, students. So here this alkyl halide. These alkyl halides may be primary or secondary alkyl halides only, but not tertiary alkyl group or tertiary alkyl halides. If tertiary alkyl halides you are used, means we won't get alkanes. It undergoes elimination reactions and produce alkenes are the products. So primary alkyl halides, for example, CH3Cl. In examination they will give CH3Cl reaction with sodium metal and dry ether. Sodium metal, dry ether they gave means you have to think it is Wurtz reaction, and the product, the alkyl halide has one carbon containing alkyl halide is present, and the product has two carbons containing alkane will form, because 2 moles it is reacting and produce CH3 bond CH3. In JEE examination or NEET examination, for example, CH3 CH bond CH3 bond CH bond CH3 bond CH3, like alkane you want to prepare. This alkane name is 2,3 dimethyl butane. 2,3 dimethyl butane you want to prepare. Which among the following, which is a suitable reactant, they will ask. This product you want to prepare in Wurtz reaction in dry ether, then what is the suitable alkyl halide? So if like this, whenever they gave like this, then you have to do one thing. You have to cut the given product into two equal parts symmetrically. See here, one isopropyl group, and this is another isopropyl group. Like then you have to write that half part in the product side, reactant side. Okay, then this group, this is the alkyl group. This alkyl group having halogen. Then like 2 moles we need to take, either chlorine, halogen, maybe chlorine, bromine or iodine, whatever you have to keep. So alkyl halides reacts with sodium metal in the presence of dry ether and produce higher alkanes, higher symmetrical alkanes. Means the higher symmetrical alkane means they contains only even number of carbon atoms containing alkanes only we can produce. Odd number of alkanes we cannot prepare in this method. Odd number of alkanes we cannot prepare. Okay, so this is very very important. Wurtz reaction, like for example tertiary group, like CH3, like CH3 and this CH3, like CH3 groups, this tertiary alkyl group, like this alkane we can't prepare, because CH3 C bond CH3 bond CH3 bond X means this tertiary alkyl halides. Okay na, in sodium metal and dry ether if you are used, then this product is not possible. This product we cannot prepare. What is the product? It undergoes elimination reaction, NaX, sorry, it undergoes dehydrohalogenation, loss of HX, and produce alkenes are the products, CH2, like alkenes are the product will form. So that's why in Wurtz reaction only primary and secondary alkyl halides are involving, but not tertiary alkyl halides, and we can prepare only symmetrical alkanes or even number of carbon atoms containing alkanes only we can prepare. Okay, now in that Wurtz reaction only another important thing is cross Wurtz reaction, that is a cross Wurtz reaction. Let's see, dear students, cross Wurtz reaction. In cross Wurtz reaction means different types of alkyl halides, means different alkyl halides reaction with sodium metal and forms 3 products. So different alkyl halides, different alkyl halides involved in Wurtz reaction and produce gives 3 products. Okay, let's see that. For example, CH3Cl, chloromethane and chloroethane, CH3CH2Cl reacts with sodium metal and dry ether. Okay, now in this case, for example, this is 1 mole and this is 1 mole, like 50% of methyl chloride and 50% of ethyl chloride react to produce CH3 bond CH2 bond CH3, means propane will form. It is a cross product. Okay, and among these two self products also, methyl chloride and methyl chloride, remaining 50% is itself it's combined to produce CH3 bond CH3, and ethyl chloride itself it produced to gives 4 carbon atoms containing alkane, that is CH3 bond CH2 bond CH2 bond CH3 will forms. Means one is chloromethane or one chloromethane and one chloroethane, involved in Wurth reaction and produce 3 products. In that, one product is 3 carbons, like here it is 1 carbon and it is 2 carbons. Both they are combined, that is called cross product, and total 3 carbons. Along that self products, 1 and 1 to gives 2 carbons containing alkane, and this 2 itself combined to gives 4 carbons containing alkanes. Like 3 mixture of products will forms. Okay, ma? Yes. So in this cross-Wurth reaction, 3 products are forming, and these 3 products, their molecular masses difference is very less. That's why their boiling points difference is also very less. That's why the separation is very difficult. So this alkane separation is very difficult. That's why this cross-Wurth reaction doesn't have more importance. Okay, doesn't has a more important. Okay, students, let's listen. Next important reaction is Wurth reaction over, and cross Wurth reaction applications we discuss. Next, Wurth-Fittig reaction. Wurth-Fittig reaction. What is Wurth-Fittig reaction, dear students? Wurth-Fittig reaction means alkyl halides and aryl halides reacts in the presence of sodium metal and dry ether. It is also one type of cross reaction only, and produce alkyl benzene is the major product. That reaction is known as a Wurth reaction, Wurth-Fittig reaction. This reaction is known as a Wurth-Fittig reaction. This